Now, the building code establishes a height for these railings to be set at, and it goes between 32 and 34 inches off the nose of the tread. I'm going to put the level tight against the stair, holding it plumb. I'm going to mark the top of the stair tread. And there's our mark right there. Okay?
Okay.
Now, what I want to do is, you've chosen 32 inches. I want to mark 32 inches for our height of our railing. Okay? Now, what I have to subtract is the thickness of the railing and the height of the bracket.
Okay.
In order for me to do that, I have to measure the railing diagonally, because if you see, it's going to sit parallel with the stairway.
Okay.
So that measures 3 inches diagonally. Think of this part of the leg of the framing square under the railing, and this part, the wall. Holding it up against the bottom of the railing and against the wall. The center of that hole down the bottom is 3 inches. Okay, so that means I want to subtract a total of 6 inches off of that 32, and that will establish where I want to mount the bracket on the wall. I'm going to simply take this measurement, holding the level plumb, tight to the stair nose. I'm going to mark a dot right on the wall, right there.
Okay.
Now I'm going to mark the top, just as I did the bottom, using my level as a gauge. Tight against the tread. Okay, levered. I've got a chalk line there.
Right.
You want to pass me one end. Now run the line past the dot, and I'm going to run past the dot up here. You see it there?
Got it.
Okay, now I'm going to snap this chalk line. This gives us a parallel line with the stair that tells us where we can mount the bracket anywhere on the wall. Use a stud finder. See if we can locate the edge of the first stud. There's that side. Now we'll come back this way. The edge is right there. So I'm going to drill a hole right in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, by using a 7/64 drill bit, we're going to drill a pilot hole for the first screw. Now we're ready for the bracket. 2 more pilot holes, 2 more screws, and we're on to the top bracket. Now we're going to mark the length of the railing, and we're going to use the molding that's sitting on top of the skirt board. Right where the miter meets, I'm going to mark right here, where that miter meets the top, and you do the same thing down the bottom.
Okay.
There's our length. Now I've set the saw at a 45, slide it down, line up my edge, and make a cut. Okay, now we're ready to cut the other end. I want to change my saw, and I want to mark my end. Transfer that to the outside. Slide it to you. Now we're ready to cut another 45. Hold it firm now. You ready?
Ready.
Okay, by taking the cutoffs from each end and swapping them, I now have a nice miter and a great return. I'll use a little glue, drill a couple of holes, and drive a couple of nails, and we're in business.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's see how it fits. Up here, it's perfect. How about down there?
Looks good.
Okay, now all we have to do with these 2 screws and this collar, put it up underneath the bracket, and the railing is mounted.
Great.